Hey guys, Anders here with another video. Today we're going to go over what you need to be doing to prep for the upcoming training changes. This is more important if you're a new player or returning to BDO, since some pretty big changes are coming for the Training Lifeskill. This week we don't really have a true patch update, so most likely it was because of the Chuseok holiday they had in Korea, basically Korean Thanksgiving. So more than likely it's just going to be a week's delay for this content, but we'll see. You can check my overview of the full patch in my last test server video if you want to know everything that's coming, but for today we're going to focus on the training revamp. So what exactly is changing? If you own a tier 10 Arduanatt, the Pegasus mount, you now have an additional appearance you can choose. So by purchasing an item for 100 million silver from the Francia NPC in Odraxia, this is going to allow you to switch the appearance of your T10 Arduanatt from the gray and red to a snowy white version of the same horse. Your horse retains all the same stats, all the same skills. The only difference is going to be the appearance. Like I said, you can switch it back to the original one if you want. Just remember, every time you want to switch the appearance, you have to buy that item again. The new appearance will have a snowing effect, like I said, while you are idle and flying, and an ice trail effect while you're riding the mount. Looks really good. I think way better than the original version. Now, another change to training is the removal of tier 1 to tier 5 horses out in the wild. That's a pretty big change because we've lived with that for a long time now. You will only find now tier 6 and tier 7 horses. I've seen some people say tier 8 horses is going to be in the wild. That's not true. Only tier 6 and some tier 7. So tier 7 is going to be pretty hard to find. They do say they're more likely to be found in Drigan, and I checked the usual spots near Velia, found some tier 6 horses there. The Drigan areas, there were a lot of trainers over there actively taming horses, trying to find tier 7s themselves, so it may be contested depending on what server you're on and what region you're in once this patch goes live. You'll have to swap channels a lot, I think, and check the different Drigan areas if you hope to catch a wild tier 7. Now, breeding rates have also been buffed, so you now have a higher chance to produce higher tier horses through breeding, which is good. The dailies and weeklies for training have also been completely streamlined. You can start the weeklies from beginner 1 now. They give more rewards, including training XP, Liana tokens. The dailies now just require you to capture any one horse, of course, because now there's only really tier 6 and now tier 7 in the wild. So no matter the tier, just capture any horse, you'll be fine. Liana has a new daily you can accept from her as well. There's also a new weekly that rewards a mythical feather, but just one as far as I can tell. We now have training advancement quests as well. So if you've ever done life skill advancement quests, you'll know that the way it used to work is you get to apprentice 10, you can do an advancement quest to get some XP and try and reach that next tier. Well, no longer do you need to be a certain level to start these advancement quests. This actually applies to all life skills. You can just do the quest line anytime you want for the XP. For the training one, we also have one-time quests that give you a big boost of XP, but also include a set of one-time quests that reward you with mount skill change coupons, horse breeding resets, appearance change coupons, mount selection coupons, basically all the cash up items that you would want. They also include tier 9 and tier 10 items as well. This whole quest line can be checked from the suggested quest tab in your quest log. There's also a completely new type of horse that can be obtained from breeding called a Boma or Imperial Boma. These horses cannot be sold to the market, can only be sold through Imperial Horse Delivery. It learns no other skills apart from the Imperial Dignity skill. It learns at level 1. It has a max level of 15, so once it reaches level 15, it won't go any higher. You can sell it through the Imperial Delivery. You will get 120 million silver and a reward box called Noble Standing. You will get every single item on this list, every single one. So getting an Imperial Boma is really good. You will know your foal is an Imperial Boma by the new unique icon they have. Imperial Boma horses cannot be acquired from horse exchange, only through normal breeding. The higher the tier of the horse used to breed and the higher the level, the more chances you have to acquire this new horse. Any horse past level 30 will not increase your chances. Your training level does not increase your chances. Your mastery level also does not affect the acquisition rate of this new horse. Essentially, this is the new way of making money for training. If you're new or returning or you've never done training, before this update, you basically had a few ways of making money through horse training. Usually, you start out by getting 4 horses and wagon training them overnight till they reach level 15 or so. You can breed the higher tier ones and then sell the rest through Imperial Delivery to get Imperial Seals, and then you use that to get Viper Black Essence exchanges that you use for Jin Viper attempts. That was the main way you make silver through horse trading. Alternatively, you could also train tier 8 horses and sell them at the courser level, or buy tier 8 horses from the market to use horse skill swap coupons in hopes for making them courser and then selling them them, or you could also go for tier 9 horses in hopes of getting one in under 25 or so attempts to make some profit, and then train and sell those tier 9 horses. But the tier 9 horse method is honestly a little bit outdated. Depending on the region, you're basically only going to be able to sell Pegasus horses, and Doom definitely not. Dynast sometimes, depending on how good the horse is. So now instead, with this update, we have the Imperial Boma to replace basically all of this. You will still most likely be AFK wagon training, but now with tier 6 and tier 7 horses, and then you breed them somewhere around the level 20s to try to get the Boma foals. The exact levels you'll want to breed your horses are going to rely on a few factors like time and rates we don't know right now. You're still getting the Jin Viper method, so you can still make money through that, though at a slower rate since tier 6 and tier 7 horses take a little bit longer to level. And going for T8 leveling and coursers is still good because they increase the value of T8s completely. There's also 4 new types of tier 8 horses that have been implemented. Horse market, breeding market, and imperial delivery of tier 1 to tier 8 horses have all been buffed. A non-courser tier 8 with 17 skills will sell for about 500 million silver, while a courser of the same number of skills is going to sell for 1.6 billion silver, so not bad at all. Of course, the price will vary depending on the skills learned, and this also relies on the mount skill swap coupons. With the update, we now also have the training mastery clause buffed as well. The mount XP effect of your training mastery has been buffed. At 2000 mastery, you're looking at 35% increase in mount XP. At lower levels like 1200 mastery, you're going to be looking at a 6% increase in mount XP, putting it in line with a +4 silver embroidered trainer's outfit and a +3 fine horse trainer's outfit. Manos, Logia, and Izaro clothes now have a training XP bonus added depending on their level. A Tet Manos is going to give you 30% training XP, Izaro is going to give you 25%, and Logia is going to give you 20%. And those are all the changes coming next week, hopefully. You should be catching as many horses as possible, making sure you don't breed any horses till this update goes live. This will allow you to at least have a backlog of breeds ready to go when this update goes live, while you're trying to also capture the new tier 6 and tier 7s in the wild. Now in Korea, tier 6 horses are going on the market regularly, so you could just buy them if you want to. I'm sure that won't be a problem in NA and EU regions at least, since we have a lot more players than Korea. Personally, at first when I saw the Imperial Boma horse rewards on test server, it seemed too good to think that they would give us all the rewards in one box, but that is exactly how it came out on live in the Korean patch, with even a buff to the raw silver you get from selling the Boma horse, because on test server it was 80 million silver just for selling it. Now it's 120 million silver when you sell it through Imperial delivery. Pretty good. This could mean that the rates for getting a Boma in the first place could be low, so you may not be able to get a ton of Bomas unless you're willing to AFK for a long time. So overall, training with this update has become pretty profitable, but the activity of leveling horses is still mostly a passive and AFK process. So what do you guys think about that? I would have preferred to see it become more active, but let me know what you think. And that's it for this one, guys. Like I said, more than likely we get this patch next week. If things change, I'll let you know. If you're a new player or returning player, you can check out the Black Desert Horse Community Discord for some more information on how to get started with training. I'll have a link in the description. Let me know what you think about the changes in the comments below. Remember, next week we have also the Heidel Ball, so expect more announcements there. And as always, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.